Yep, it's me again. They hate me, that's why they give a fuck about me at the same time as always. JD Miles, the MGTOWs, they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time as always. This is why they keep us relevant to this day, and I'm back again. And please forgive me if my voice sounds slurry. You know how I am every Saturday night coming from the bar. But yeah, shout out to eman67 for bringing this story to our attention here. But I want to give an in-depth reaction to this one. And me as a man, as a parent, as a father, this one really got me on this one. What can I say? But let's get started, shall we?
Raven Yates there, handcuffed and on her way to Metro.
Yeah, this picture taken tonight after marshals tracked her down at a West Mobile apartment complex. Her charges, nothing to smile about.
The reality might be setting in when Books was booked. This is her new mugshot. Police outside Houston have been looking for her for about 3 months. They say she left her 12-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son home alone for nearly 2 months.
Yeah, the Roman Forest, Texas police chief tells me the two kids were found in this home in deplorable conditions, empty pantries and urine-soaked beds, they say. Police also say the 12-year-old was asking her father, who lives in California, to send food, telling him Yates was just at work. Investigators say the little girl was scared to tell anyone that Yates had just left them because they might separate her from her little brother.
Well, according to police, the 12-year-old's father found out Yates was seen in Mobile, where she's from, without her children. And that's when he flew in and got law enforcement involved. Police say Yates have been active on social media, making posts about the situation, and that's how they were able to catch up to her.
Yeah, a tip came in. She was arrested at the Twin Oaks Apartments on Old Shell, where she was apparently staying with another man. Yates, no stranger to the law. She was featured on Fox and Fugitive Files in 2018. That was her being taken to jail on charges that she beat someone with a box cutter, fire extinguisher, and rubber mallet who was trying to repossess her car.
The court records indicate she bailed on her probation officer. In that case, Yates faces 2 counts of abandoning or endangering a child without intent to return. She's going to be here until she's extradited to Texas. As far as the children go, police tell us they are okay and they're staying with family.
Now to think, some retarded fuck wanted to argue me down talking about deadbeat moms don't exist. Well, someone who's been seeing my videos want to talk about, oh, these deadbeat moms don't exist. Well, guess what? I know they're watching, and I know they're seeing this shit, right? Well, guess what, naysayer? You're looking at a deadbeat mom right here. So, from what we understand is, Raven Yates abandoned her children for at least 2 months. And for what? To go back to where she's from, which is Mobile, Alabama, with another dude, by the way, 9 times out of 10 getting her cheeks clapped. Meanwhile, she had no intentions of returning back to her kids. And her kids was living in poor conditions. So much so that the 12-year-old daughter, if I'm correct, called her father, who stays in California, for food and supplies. And of course, if the seed was found out, then of course CPS will take them away, and she doesn't want to be separated from her little brother. Well, apparently, their father got wise and noticed what was happening. He hopped on that flight, went straight to his children, saw the conditions that they were in, and got the police involved. As you can also tell at the beginning, you can also tell at the beginning of the news article, she was smiling in handcuffs. That doesn't sit right with me at all. So she's happy. She is happy for for leaving her kids in that type of situation. As a parent, that shit disgusts me. What's more, it took the father to fly from California to Texas to see to his children and notice what the fuck was happening. But it's obvious the mother didn't care because she was back in Alabama with another man, 9 times out of 10, having her cheeks clapped by that dude to the point where it's obvious where her priorities lie. So basically, is all about her one time. So being with another man is more important than your own children? Wow. talk about deadbeat mom of the year. But fellas, it's ironic that most of the time the children go to the mother, but in most not most rare cases, the mother themselves don't even care about the children at all because it's all about her needs, in which shouldn't your children's needs come before anything else? Yes, they should. And I should know. When I had my first child, I had to put all my needs aside because as a father, my children will always come first before anything. And still is to this very day. But it's crazy. Most of the times people want to focus on deadbeat fathers. But yeah, you got deadbeat mothers out here too, who neglects their children all because of their own priorities. And yeah, when E-Man 67 brought this to my attention, even at the bar, I'm drinking, that this shit made me sick to the stomach when I seen this article. So the children stayed in that house for 2 months in poor conditions. Meanwhile, their mother is so concerned about her own self that she don't even care what her own children is going through. What's more, it took the father to come in and try to help out. And when he saw the conditions, he got the police involved, which of course they arrested her in Alabama, about to extradite her back to Texas. I believe it was Cheese's Ed, the host of the Coffee Pot, who said it best, and shout out to Cheese's Ed. This is why it is important. It is important for fathers to be in their children's lives. And this is an Amazon Prime example. This right here is an Amazon Prime example. Why fathers are important. Especially if the mother doesn't even care about the children at all. If she didn't care about the children, why didn't she give custody to the father then? If she didn't care nothing at all, but instead let her own children live in neglectful conditions like that. Yes, when I see and hear stories like this, it don't sit right with me. It don't sit right to most of the fathers that also see stories like this. But it's not. But it's good to see that. But it's good to see that there's a father out there who noticed something isn't right and is more than willing to catch that flight to see to his children and to make sure to get them out of those poor and neglectful positions when the mother doesn't even care. And as I say before, yes, you do have deadbeat moms out here. No different than these deadbeat dads. God damn, if you didn't want to have children, why did you get if you didn't want any children, why did you get children to begin with? Especially if they asses weren't ready. Then again, don't answer that. But yeah, shout out to eman67 for bringing this to our attention. I want to give my in-depth reaction to this. And I mean, this is a damn shame. A mother will neglect her children all because of the fact that it's all about her and her priorities. And as a parent, it makes me sick to the goddamn stomach. Even worse, even worse than my drunkenness at this moment. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done with yet another deadbeat mom who don't give a damn about her children, and I'm out this bitch. Later, shout out to the dad too. Matter of fact, the dad doesn't give a shout out. The dad deserves a salute. At least, at least he cared. At least he cared so much that he caught that flight to go to his children and to make sure that they are taken care of. Shout out to him. We need more fathers like this out here. Out the gate, and I'm out this bitch. Later.